Today we've got amazing new gameplay from Crysis 3, and we'll bang our heads to Star Trek Rock Band.
You were awesome in that.
Thank you.
Plus, we're going to talk NASCAR and kart racing with Danica Patrick and help you boost your rank in Halo 4. X-Play starts right now. And I am Blair Herder. You know, it's going to be like super weird when we say that in the parking lot of a Home Depot next month.
All you got to do is when someone says trabajo, you say yes and you get in the truck.
See.
There you go. Coming up on today's show, we've got new gameplay from Crysis 3. This is one of the prettiest shooters in Pretty Town. Crysis 3 this time around, New York City has been turned into a rainforest full of enemies to kill, and your weapon is a trusty compound bow.
Because why not?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you have a compound bow? Plus, we've got some Halo 4 pro tips that will turn your clumsy Spartan into a ninja assassin. You will no longer be the victim of horrific teabaggings. And later, a very special X-Play classic. This one shows you what Star Trek Rock Band would look like. You remember when people actually cared about music games?
Oh, those are the days.
It was so fun.
But first, it's time for a new career. You know what would be fun? Race car driver.
I could do that.
No drinking and driving, though.
I could, like, cover that for ESPN3.
There you go. If you were famous like NASCAR driver Danica Patrick, you could get gigs like starring in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
And I'm guessing someone like Kristen Adams would probably interview you.
And that is right.
Teaming up with the fastest hedgehog in gaming. Does anybody have any earplugs? Welcome to Danica Patrick's trailer. First off, snacks. This is what champions eat, people. Here on the trailer, they have everything that they need for race day, which includes the suits for the entire crew. They're flame retardant, obviously, and they also wear flame retardant underwear, which makes sense, I guess. They have everything they need to rebuild a car if necessary, like this beautiful engine. They've got parts, all kinds of parts. I have no idea what these things do, but they're heavy and I'm sure they're expensive. And they have grease on them, so they're authentic. We've also got an entire cabinet of springs. It's like 20 pounds of coil right there. And something else very cool about this trailer is that there's an entire vehicle, a backup car, right above us. So Danica, we're here at the nice and toasty Texas Motor Speedway.
Yes, it is hot in Texas.
It's a burning hot November day. Jeez. Okay, so tonight you are racing in the Sonic car, and everybody loves Sonic. It's just a great character to just rally around. You guys get to be teammates in tonight's race, but in the game, you're not teammates because you're actually in the game.
Yeah, I'm in the game. I'm myself in the game, and I'm really a fast car. So you're gonna want to play me either like as a plane, a boat, or on land. I'm a fast character. I win. Pick me.
This car is hooked up. You actually had some say in creating your avatar, is that right?
Definitely. I mean, I had say in, you know, how it looked and the special powers it has, shooting flame balls.
So if I throw out some characters within the Sega world, can you give me the real-life equivalent? For example, Dr. Eggman.
Okay.
Who would that be? Brilliant but ruthless.
I would like to think of myself as that a little bit.
I like it. The evil genius, Danica Patrick.
I don't know if I'm a genius, but...
And then how about Tails? He's like the likable guy. Everybody loves Tails, but he's also a little annoying.
I feel like that could be any various person out there.
Maybe like Brad Keselowski. Let's throw him out.
Let's do that. You said it. I'll just agree.
No. Yeah, NASCAR nationwide, baby. Let's go! Behind me is Danica Patrick's custom Sonic and All-Stars Racing transformed car. I wonder what the ratio to convert horsepower to hedge power is. Carrots in, everybody, because it's about to get loud. All right, guys, that's it from Texas Motor Speedway. I'll see y'all later.
poster for Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed features a bunch of classic Sega characters who we haven't seen in action for a long time.
Which made us nostalgic and to dream up this X list, the top 5 Sega franchises we want to see come back.
Coming in at number 5 is the Panzer Dragoon series. X-Play is an emotional crossroads, and we would welcome some dragons and some rail shooting.
We would. Number 4 is Streets of Rage. I really feel like we didn't learn enough about protagonists Adam, Axel, and Blaze, so we want to hear more of their story.
Coming in at number 3 is Echo the Dolphin. Now I'm imagining what it would have been like to have Echo in the kart racing game, and I'm a little sad it didn't happen.
Yeah, missed opportunity, Sega.
I know.
Missed opportunity. Our number 2 pick is Phantasy Star. Sure, there are handheld games and a new free-to-play MMO, but not a proper old-school RPG for consoles, and that is what we want.
Agreed. But the number 1 Sega franchise that needs to come back is Shenmue. Technology has finally caught up with the game's ambitions. It needs a resurrection. Until then, Yakuza is as good as it's gonna get.
Not a bad option.
Not a bad
but
option.
Shenmue would be awesome.
Yes.
Coming up on X-Play, brand new gameplay from Crysis 3, which shows New York under an entirely different kind of environmental assault.
Plus some pro tips to help you become a ninja master in Halo 4 multiplayer, and a Federation-approved X-Play classic. Get them while you can. We'll be right back. This portion of X-Play is brought to you by Rent-A-Center, where the Rent-A-Center Flex Plan gives you the freedom to get the brands you want.
Mountain Dew and Double XP can help make you the master of Halo 4 multiplayer in no time. All you need to do is pick up a specially marked Mountain Dew, look under the cap, and enter the code printed there at dewxp.com. That will get you double XP matches, and it enables you to boost your rank faster. And leveling up unlocks some amazing specializations, like the ability to turn your Spartan into a freaking ninja assassin. Halo 4 introduces brand new specializations to the game's multiplayer battlefield. In order for Xbox Live Gold members to earn these game-changing power-ups, they'll need brains, brawn, and lots of XP.
First strike.
So grab a Mountain Dew and unlock your double XP, then use these tips to get the most out of your powered-up points. After completing all 50 levels of your standard Spartan 4, you'll unlock the first of 10 unique specializations, Wet Work. In addition to cosmetic changes, which include new armor and weapon skins, the 10th level of Wet Work adds some badass bonuses. The Armor mod transforms your 7-foot-tall Spartan into a stealthy space ninja, who now is able to sneak around the battlefield with muffled movements. The new suit also makes you harder for opponents to spot, thanks to its ability to limit visibility on Promethean vision. In addition to being virtually invisible, the Spartan upgrade also allows you to sprint faster and cuts down the amount of time it takes to perform an assassination.
Assassination.
If you want to be at the top of the leaderboards, unlocking Wet Work will help you get there, but it's gonna take a lot of XP. So grab some Mountain Dew, log on to dewxp.com, and double up.
Still on the way, we've got new gameplay from the graphics card melting shooter Crysis 3. Plus, we're going to remember the good old days in a very special X-Play classic. And it's not the one with the unfortunate trip to the bike shop. We'll be right back.
This portion of X-Play is fueled by Mountain Dew. Gaming is better with Mountain Dew, so unlock and load double XP with Halo 4. Just get your hands on some Mountain Dew, find the code, and go to dewxp.com. Enter the code and dominate Halo 4 multiplayer. Unlock and load with double XP from Mountain Dew, Halo 4 double XP, and a chance to win other prizes at dewxp.com.
Disastrous weather that New York has had this year, a game like Crysis 3 actually doesn't seem that far-fetched. In this graphically stunning shooter, the Big Apple has been turned into a rainforest, and you get to kill a whole lot of stuff with a compound bow. Let's talk about that right now. The overgrown streets of New York provide the stunning battleground for Crysis 3. This next chapter in the famously processor-melting series features a post-apocalyptic Big Apple under alien invasion, and it's up to you to sweep the streets. Here's your first look at all the eye-bursting beauty in action. Joining us now is Mike Reed. He's the producer on the most beautiful game in the world, Crysis 3, everybody. Big round of applause for Mike. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Appreciate it. Mike, listen, the footage we're going to show right now, just to get it out there, this is running on a PlayStation 2094, right?
Yes.
There's no way, like, what are you running this thing on? This is the most gorgeous game we have, and we've taken a consensus here, that we have ever seen.
So we haven't actually announced the specs on this yet.
Okay, now's a good time. Here you go.
This is running on PC specifically. You know, we've come back to the PC core and found really where we can push the hardware, and it helps us in a lot of angles from the CryEngine and of course the game aspect as well.
And as we can see, I mean, it is without question we're as close to real life visuals as I think you're. I do a lot of compound bow hunting in the jungle, and this looks eerily similar to how I spend my weekends. But tell me where we are actually in the Crysis series, especially after 2. We had all this overgrown stuff going on in 2. Where are we now in Crysis 3?
So of course the third installment in the Crysis series, you know, rolling back to Crysis 1 was a very, you know, had a lot of very open kind of references back in the jungle and you know, the introduction of the nanosuit and the characters. Crysis 2 took us into New York City, which you know was under attack by the South, and so coming back into new character, but a character that's well known in the Crysis series by the name of Prophet. So Prophet has, it's been a long span between 20 years from Crysis 2 to Crysis 3. Okay. But we've reintroduced Prophet. He's really our main protagonist. And of course, in this new demo, we have Psycho, who's another well-known character from the Crysis series. And
not very well adjusted, this Psycho fella.
No, Psycho's had some big problems over the years. And the one thing people will notice is he's missing his nanosuit now.
Okay.
So, which is a very painful and mentally scarring process. So he's a little bitter about the whole thing, and he's joined up with a rebel group inside the dome itself, and they basically busted Prophet out to try to help the rebels. But Prophet's being driven by some other things that's going on in there, something bigger, the end of the world, the end of mankind, and so he's playing kind of two sort of angles here.
So not a lot of rainbows in this game.
No, definitely not a lot of rainbows.
Right, but as we've seen, you know, in any Crysis game, one of the main attractions is the weaponry in the game. What else can we expect to see as far as weaponry?
So, I mean, the bow has really become a focal point, and it was something we came back to with having the jungle elements and being the hunted becoming the hunter. And really rolling us back into the jungle again. So we wanted something that fit in with that whole theme, and of course the cloaking aspect of it as well.
Sure.
So the bow fit in with that very well. So we've really made that a focal point. But in other weapons, we've added in some brand new weapons, some new systems in the way that the weapons operate, such as attachments and whatnot. Really wanted to provide a deeper, rich gameplay for players to choose the way that they want to do things.
Yeah, and that was one of my favorite things. I mean, Crysis Crysis 2 was one of my favorite games when it came out, amongst the other games that came out around its time. And my favorite thing to do was every new situation I approached to kind of like cue up the, you know, the visor and say, this is how I want to do this thing. And we've heard multiple times in reference to Crysis 3 that this is a thinking man's shooter. And that's how I felt Crysis 2 was as well. So how did you improve on that premise? Because Crysis 2 was very much like choose your own adventure, and it looks like this is going to be the same thing.
Right, so we're finishing sort of a story bubble in what we have in the trilogy from 1, 2, and 3. So we kind of came back to Crysis 1 and 2, really looked at the greatest gameplay aspects we could find in there, not only from the gameplay side, but also from the environments to the visuals, and really finding a middle ground in between the two.
And what is one of the things you felt that your team needed to focus on the most? I mean, Crysis 2 visually stunning, critically very well received. What did you say, listen, this is the one thing that maybe we didn't do as well as we wanted to, let's make sure we get it right in Crysis 3?
And that's just it. I mean, we're always trying to improve it, but we don't want to come back and really rip the franchise down and then build it back up again, because that would not be Crysis and people wouldn't be familiar with it. So it's really, it's not really one specific thing, but it's everything from the environments to the visuals to the gameplay to the audio to even the character, even the way the characters interact in the game.
And you brought up earlier, you know, that you are really massaging what a PC can do with this footage right here.
Very much so.
You know, and your game has always served as kind of like a kind of a flagstone for PC gamers. Like, this is what PC gaming could be, and then console gaming as well. PC gaming community, very vocal about what they want. I'm sure that you guys heard a lot about what they wanted to see in Crysis 3. What's the one thing the community was really asking of you guys in making this game?
So, I mean, there's a number of things from the multiplayer side and from the single player side, and we have a great team in Crytek UK that's been focusing on the multiplayer aspects of it. We did a closed alpha recently, which was very, very well received, so I think we're on the right track there. In terms of that, I mean, PC gamers specifically, they, you know, it's almost like they want a reason to upgrade their hardware, and we want to give that to them, and it not only helps us in what we do in building the game out, but also, I mean, we have the CryEngine's really at the core of our technology, and having that in-house is very powerful for us, and taking that further and going in with helping out our licensees as well. I mean, but using this as a platform for it has really helped us push that forward.
As we've seen by this footage today, you have now given them more reason to spend more money on their PCs, man, because this game looks amazing. Big round of applause for Mike, everyone, for being on the show. Thank you so much for your time, man. Really appreciate it. Crysis 3 is in stores on February 28th. I'm going to take it on a date, because it's pretty. I'll send it back over to Morgan.
After the break, we'll set our phasers to metal for an X-Play classic, and I promise you, the puns in our Star Trek Rock Band bit are way better than that one. We'll be right back.
This portion of X-Play is brought to you by Sony. Share the season, share Sony.
Life is a game. But until there's a manual, there is X-Play. Everyone plays X-Play. Weeknights at 6:30, only on G4.
Rapidly approaching, we figured it would be a good time for another X-Play classic.
For us, it's kind of like that scene in Lethal Weapon where Riggs is looking at a picture of his dead wife.
In this bit of nostalgia, we asked the question, what if there was a Star Trek expansion for Rock Band?
Hilarity and Spock ears ensues.
Go where no music game has gone before. Star Trek Rock Band.
Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart. Star Trek Rock Band combines the most nerdiest fictional universe ever created and fake plastic instruments into a feeding frenzy of music. Engage! Everybody rock, everybody shout. Wedgie Crusher's name, Data said, knock you out. Out! Out!
Every game includes lovingly handcrafted instruments. Guitar, bass, drums, microphone, and ceremonial batleth.
Captain, this Romulan bass guitar is very high-quality craftsmanship.
Speak when spoken to, Franks.
Play through the massive 238-song playlist with hits like punk it up with
Anarchy in the UFP. Anarchy in the UFP. Anarchy in the UFP. Anarchy in the UFP. Ah!
And who can forget this one?
Cling on me softly with his song. Cling on me softly with his song. Why can't Shatner and Takei get along? Cling on me softly with his song.
Stunning authentic Star Trek venues. SETI Alpha 5. Sick Bay. And Holodeck Victoria London.
Captain, why are we in Victorian London?
You're an ass, Frakes.
Claw, Bakla, 5.1 digital surround sound, Amakla.
You're my number one, and I love you sure. But damn, that beer has got to go.
Get Star Trek Rock Band today.
Because purchasing any other interactive music technology this winter solstice would be illogical.
Available wherever nerds are found.
Rock on and prosper.
Tomorrow on X-Play, Mario is back, and this time everyone's favorite plumber is in high def. Find out if new Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U is a game changer. Plus, we'll have reviews of all the biggest fall games, including the Daniel Craig spy game 007 Legends and Disney Epic Mickey 2 The Power of Two.
I want to forget about what we just saw and go back to the Star Trek thing. You guys actually, no green screen, right? That was all on location?
Oh, yeah, we actually went to the sick bay.
Oh, and
Absolutely.
Victorian London.
Well, you know, Holodeck makes it easy.
We used to spend so much money on this show.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know, those ears were at least 7, 8 cents.
Hey, speaking of spending money, later in the week, we send Kristen Adams to a helicopter and she fires machine guns from it.
Why didn't I get to go?
Today we'll celebrate 25 years of The Legend of Zelda, 25 years of The Legend of Zelda, and preview a huge new open world game from Capcom.
Plus a preview of Resident Evil 6, and we're gonna kick off Madden Week by predicting the next Super Bowl winner. X-Play starts right now.
Welcome to X-Play. I am Blair Herder.
And I am Morgan Webb. Thank you for the sincere applause.
Sure. It's not just because you're employees, right?
Right.
Coming up on today's show, Kristen Adams heads to SummerSlam. Now, she didn't wrestle, but she did talk video game heroes with Ryan Lochte, Piers Morgan, and The Miz.
All right.
Then we've got a gameplay preview of Remember Me. If Capcom wants to make a game like Assassin's Creed mixed with Watch Dogs, that is totally okay with us.
I'll accept that.
Yes.
Plus, we have the latest on Resident Evil 6. This game has as many lead characters as a Robert Altman movie. Teenagers should probably go Google that.
Yes.
And later, we're going to open up the Book of Unwritten Tales. This is a bunch of crazy Germans. They decided to make a full-fledged adventure game, and we're going to tell you if it works.
It's a scary premise.
Yes.
It's a scary premise when you think about it, but we'll see if it's okay. But first, though, it's time to find some heart pieces.
25 years ago, Nintendo released a special gold cartridge that changed gaming forever.
25 years ago makes me feel so old. Now, I don't care whether you're a casual gamer, a die-hard WoW player, or a Call of Duty lifer, everyone knows about this game and has played The Legend of Zelda.
Nostalgia is inbound.
25 years ago, a gold cartridge called The Legend of Zelda hit the NES, and gaming hasn't been the same since. While most games at the time focused on high scores, Shigeru Miyamoto's masterpiece courted our imagination. The Legend of Zelda gave us the sprawling world of Hyrule, an epic quest, deadly puzzles, and a franchise that would stand the test of time. The Zelda franchise has produced some of the top games of all time and has left an indelible mark on everyone who's ever played it.
The original Legend of Zelda was a seminal game. We're still seeing adventure games that copy that basic pattern of gameplay.
Legend of Zelda is like a special game to me. I used to love it with that sword. Going into caves and getting magic potions.
I am addicted to Zelda, and all of my friends, we're kind of like cult followers of Zelda.
My brother and I made graph paper maps of the entire world and every single dungeon. Yeah, good stuff.
The world of The Legend of Zelda grew more lush with every technological advance, but the more things change, the more they stay the same.
When you hear that like mystery sound, like it still makes people incredibly happy.
Our connection to Link is primal. A small-town kid drawn by happenstance, destiny, or love into the adventure of a lifetime. But it would all be for nothing if the gameplay sucked. Link mastered the 2D world, but it was the N64 title, Ocarina of Time, that proved Zelda could be the gold standard in any number of dimensions.
It was the game that bridged the gap between my youth and my adulthood.
Ocarina of Time was just wide open, that Link could go really anywhere.
It made it feel like the game was special and unique and different, and you wanted to play it.
I think it was the first 3D game I ever played. That game was awesome.
I said Ocarina of Time. I hope that's right.
It's Ocarina. It's not Ocarina, it's Ocarina.
Why did they choose an ocarina? It doesn't make any sense. The oboe of time. That would have been better. An oboe of time.
Wind Waker took us on a cel-shaded high seas adventure. Twilight Princess took a page from Lord of the Rings and gave us epic. Skyward Sword took us to the clouds, not to mention a whole mess of handheld titles. I think it's safe to say Link's been around the block a few times.
You kind of felt like you were, almost a Greek myth. Yet it was kind of a modern myth that was created by Miyamoto.
Zelda is like another one of those games that's in history forever.
As long as we have a trusty steed at our side, a master sword on our hip, and a fair wind at our back, where Link goes, we'll follow.
Okay, I would like to know who is your favorite hero?
So after 6 years, you don't know it's Batman? Like, without a doubt, Batman. Although Bob Guccione is a close second.
Okay.
Because I'm into porn.
I got that. Favorite villain?
I'm gonna have to go with Dignity on that one.
I got that one too.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Kristen Adams actually posed those same questions at WWE SummerSlam red carpet event.
Hey, I'm here in Beverly Hills at WWE's exclusive SummerSlam party to find out what video game heroes these VIPs look up to.
Drake from Uncharted. Slightly messed up Indiana Jones character. Oh, he's so swarthy and cool and sexy. So I think he's kind of a hero.
Well, Brock Lesnar's on this wrestling video I've got with my sons at the moment. So he's my hero at the moment. It's all about the Brock.
Superman.
Ooh, Superman, that's a good one. That'll work, I like that. What draws you to Superman?
I think just because he helped everyone. He seriously helped pretty much Earth from the bad guys.
I think it's the Speedo connection you guys have.
I think so.
I think that's something that's subliminal.
I mean, that big ass doesn't stand for Superman, it stands for Speedo.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic's a great hero.
I think he was my fave.
However, one WWE superstar didn't think I was man enough to ask such a tough question.
Why are you here?
I'm like,
Where's Blair?
You're not going to talk to me unless I'm Blair?
Where's Blair?
I have no... What do you think? I have a Blair GPS?
I only talk to people when Blair is around. I only talk to G4 when Blair's around.
I always did think Miss Pac-Man was heroic. Ghosts scare me. She could eat them. I don't know what else you want in a heroic figure.
Master Chief's awesome. He kills aliens. That is awesome. Who doesn't want to kill aliens?
You're talking to me and you're going to like it. Jeez.
Fine. What? What do you want?
So tonight we're talking about video game characters that are fighting the good fight. Since this is
Video game
fight? Yes.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, hello.
Mario and Luigi are definitely my video game heroes.
Super Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
He didn't let his height stop him.
I think Mario is probably the epitome of fighting the good fight, always, right? You know?
He's definitely winning our hero tally as a
They
kid.
actually are my idol. That is what I model everything that they did.
No, who needs Luigi when you got the Miz?
I hate to say it, but he's got a point. Who needs plumbers when there's a game filled with superstars on the horizon?
I think my favorite would be this guy named CM Punk. He's starring in the upcoming WWE 13 video game. He's on the cover, too. Handsome devil. Handsome devil.
I'm a big fan of WWE games, obviously, which is great because being in the game itself is unbelievable.
All right, that's all from WWE's exclusive SummerSlam red carpet party. Now I got to go inside and catch up with The Miz. I got a few words.
Coming up on X-Play, find out who's winning the Super Bowl this year. We're going to have the entire NFL season simulated in Madden 13. Plus, we're going to preview 2 from Capcom, Resident Evil 6, and the just-announced Remember Me. And later, we're going to point and click with the adventure game throwback, The Book of Unwritten Tales. We'll be right back.
This portion of X-Play is brought to you by Rent-A-Center. With worry-free pricing, there's never a long-term commitment.
Life is a game. But until there's a manual, there is X-Play. Everyone plays X-Play. Weeknights at 6:30, only on G4.
Capcom decided to announce a brand new game out of nowhere. Remember Me is not based on the Our Paths movie where he gets killed in 9/11. Bummer, I know. It's actually something along the lines of Assassin's Creed meets Mirror's Edge. See what that means in this preview. One of the most impressive games to come out of Gamescom this year is the brain espionage action title, Remember Me.
If remixing a single memory can change a man's life, then changing a single man could remix the world.
The gorgeous Neo-Paris backdrop sets the stage for femur-snapping combat and a unique gameplay mechanic that's a bit of a mind screw. Remember Me's creative lead, Jean-Max Morris, directly implanted our cerebral cortex with everything you need to know.
The story of Remember Me is the story of Nilin. She is an elite memory hunter. She has the power to break into people's minds and steal their memories, as well as change them. And basically, she wakes up at the beginning of the game in the Bastille prison in Neo-Paris, and it's the year is 2084. She's had her memory wiped clean. She has lost her identity, and she embarks on a quest to get it back.
And how she gets it back is kicking enormous amounts of ass.
We wanted to bring a melee combat into the action-adventure realm. It's 50% action with combat and boss fights, and then it's 50% adventure with some exploration, some platforming. The idea was to really ground the game in something that people know, and then introduce the crazy stuff.
Namely, reaching into someone's head and playing extreme brain makeover. Repaint the kitchen, put up new drapes, trick a corrupt politician into thinking he accidentally killed his girlfriend.
The memory remix is this ability that Nilin has as an elite memory hunter to dive into one of your memories and then just change a slight detail. It is a kind of super puzzle where you dive into a meaningful memory within a character's memory, and you're giving, you know, the power of a god, of a puppeteer, to really rewind and forward the scene as you wish. And then you're going to be able to look for the memory glitches, the little interactions that you can interact with, and then combine them to see, you know, what combination produce which effects, and you're trying to achieve a goal.
I want you to remix his memories, make him kill himself.
Remember Me hits PS3, 360, and PC next spring. But the more important question is, did you just watch a preview of Remember Me, or do you just think you did?
All right, spoiler alert, you guys. I'm about to ruin the entire NFL season in Game Before the Game, brought to you by Champs. Now, we got a copy of EA Sports Madden NFL 13 and actually used it to simulate every single game in the 2012 season. And considering past Maddens are 75% accurate when it comes to picking Super Bowl winners, I would pay close attention to this. Except for Browns fans, because you already know you're not going to win. So let's find out who's taking home the Lombardi Trophy.
Here at X-Play, we've simulated the entire NFL season for you with the help of Madden 13. First up, though, Raiders fans, we got a great Resident Evil 6 segment coming up, so just go ahead and make yourself a sandwich and come on back for that. Now on to the individual awards. Our sim showed Tom Brady taking the overall MVP awards for the 2013 season. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Megatron, aka Calvin Johnson Jr. from the Detroit Lions. The Defensive Player of the Year is the Dallas Cowboys outside linebacker DeMarcus Ware. As for the Rookie Awards, former Stanford Cardinal Andrew Luck is Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Indianapolis Colts, and Ravens rookie Courtney Upshaw takes the Defensive Rookie of the Year title, and Romeo Crennel takes the honor of Coach of the Year for his work with the Kansas City Chiefs. In the AFC, it worked out like this, with regular season MVP Tom Brady leading his Patriots to the #1 seed. The Bills were the first to fall, with the Chiefs taking them out in the first round. The Steelers then took out the Texans before moving on to fall to the Pats, while Kansas City faced off against the Ravens, which then set up a title game where the Patriots beat the Ravens to move on to the Super Bowl. Over in the NFC, the All-South game was decided when Dim Saints took apart the Falcons and the Eagles defeated the Packers. In the second round, the Eagles beat the Bears, and a showdown between the Saints and the 49ers ended with the Niners on top, setting up an Eagles-Niners showdown for the NFC title. And when the Eagles beat the Niners, that means a Pats-Eagles Super Bowl is set. And drumroll please, in a nail-biter, the Patriots win by 1 point, 15-14 Pats.
All right, we're going to have our full review of Madden NFL 13 on tomorrow's show. But still on the way, we're going to check out the numerous campaigns of Resident Evil 6 and tell you why the Book of Unwritten Tales is worth checking out. Stay with us.
This portion of X-Play is brought to you by Champ Sports. We know game.
Point-and-click adventure games used to be a solid money-making genre, but these days they're niche, cheap indies you'd find on Steam. I guess Germany didn't get that memo because the Book of Unwritten Tales is one of the most ambitious adventure games ever made, and it's quite funny. The Book of Unwritten Tales is a point-and-click adventure fantasy from Germany that took us by surprise.
What?
It's pretty to look at, but it's also a funny game that's very aware of what it is.
Yes, yes. Oh, how we laugh.
The story centers around a gremlin, appropriately named MacGuffin, who discovers a world-shaking secret and is kidnapped by evil as a result. With the help of a passing elf.
Isn't this a strange coincidence? A young pretty elf walks through the woods unarmed and is suddenly caught up in an adventure.
He escapes from his dragon-mounted prison long enough to deliver a ring to the gnome Wilbur Weathervane.
I have the key to something that could determine the fate of the war.
The fantastical events of the plot are met with skepticism at pretty much every turn by the game's own characters.
When has anybody ever given an important ring to a little being like a gnome? That sort of thing just doesn't happen.
The puzzles are clever, but not crazy enough to make you wonder if they were designed under the influence of hallucinogens. And they occasionally draw attention to the less-than-moral actions you're often forced to perform in these games.
I'm gonna burn in hell for this, guaranteed.
Our favorite part? The two guys addicted to a medieval fantasy MMO about office work.
Once I've got this stamp, I can finally conclude the fiscal year. You know what that means? Tax office!
If you're up for some adventure gaming with absolutely no respect for the fourth wall, the Book of Unwritten Tales is available on Steam and GOG.com for a mere $20.
I've not the slightest idea what those two are talking about. Maybe it's a role-player thing.
After the break, some poor bastard is going to turn into a zombie and then get shot in his head.
Yep, we're going to preview the wildly over-the-top Resident Evil 6. More X-Play right after this. Do you know what sucks? I'm gonna tell you, it's paying $60 for a game that lasts 5 hours and has no replayability.
I don't think you're gonna be able to level that complaint though against Resident Evil 6. That's because there's 3 campaigns.
Right.
A secret one with Ada Wong, which I know some of you boys are very excited about. There's a Mercenaries mode and a mode where you can actually play as the infected because you have to include that mode in a zombie game.
Yeah, you do, and we have a preview. Here you go. You're welcome.
Resident Evil 6 is shaping up to be the biggest entry in the venerable zombie series yet, thanks to the 3 separate storylines that serve as the game's triple threat of a co-op capable campaign. So let's take a look at who you'll be playing and what will be killing you horribly. Fan favorite Leon S. Kennedy is making his long-awaited return in RE6. Not a whole lot is going right for Leon today. People he's trying to rescue keep becoming zombies, the town is overrun with the infected, and he totally missed this party. A lot of what's been shown of Leon's campaign has been very action-oriented. Some folks think that leaping on cars and running from building-sized fireballs isn't very Resident Evil. So you'll be glad to know that there's plenty of exploring creepy old buildings and tense, quieter moments in Leon's story as well. Chris Redfield, hero of numerous previous Resident Evils, has rejoined the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance. When an outbreak of the C virus threatens a Chinese city, he goes in with the rest of the BSAA team, guns blazing. He's up against infected enemies called Jawavo, who look like zombies but are as smart as humans. They're able to plan, work together, and use weapons like machetes or even rocket launchers. Chris's campaign has a lot more action and run and gun than Leon's, and illustrates well how different the 3 campaigns are. Perhaps the biggest change up to the usual Resident Evil gameplay is Jake Muller's campaign, set in the Eastern European nation of Edonia.
Man, look at this circus.
You got any popcorn? Jake is the son of Albert Wesker, the biggest bad of all Resident Evil big bads, and is immune to the C virus that is causing all the outbreaks. Something tells us those 2 things may be related. Jake uses more hand-to-hand combat than just about any other character in Resident Evil history. Much of his campaign involves fleeing from and fighting with a vicious bioorganic weapon called the Eustanak. All 3 of these stories will no doubt cross over and possibly collide as Resident Evil 6 builds to its finale. You'll be able to see for yourself how it all fits together when RE6 hits shelves on October 2nd.
Tomorrow on X-Play, we'll review Madden NFL 13 and tell you if it's worth a buy. Plus, a preview of Injustice: Gods Among Us. Catwoman's just been added to the DC fighting game and we'll show her in action. Then Kristen Adams takes on Sim Raceway, the game that can teach you to race cars like a pro. And later in the week, author Ernest Cline reveals who was smart enough to crack the code that's hidden in his best-selling book, Ready Player One, and win the ultimate prize, a DeLorean complete with flux capacitor.
Plus, we have your first look at a new Marvel game. You have no excuses because this one's coming to mobile devices so you can play it all the time.
Yeah, you guys are obsessed with those games.
We love them.
Thanks for watching X-Play.
Today we've got brand new gameplay from Gears of War Judgment and the greatest animation you've never seen.
Plus, learn what it's really like to be a zombie, and we're gonna talk games with Cliff Blazinski. X-Play starts right now.
welcome to X-Play. I am Blair Herter.
And I am Morgan Webb.
Coming up, we're going to get some FaceTime with the recently unemployed Cliff Blazinski. Pretty sure his first 3 weeks off are very different than mine are going to be. Dude Huge is here to talk games and run the X-Play challenge. Then we're going to show you what it's really like to be a zombie. It's not all grim and boring like the Walking Dead television show.
Plus, I'm going to go on an awkward date with a character from Soul Calibur. Remember when that fighting game series was actually relevant?
Mm-hmm.
And later, you don't want to miss the animation brilliance that is Cobra and Mongoose. Not only that, it's a triumph of writing and voice acting, truly our finest hour.
Brilliance and triumph are the words we're using with this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's cool. But first, it's time for some good old-fashioned locust killing.
Early next year, you're going to be able to see another side of the Gears of War universe.
Judgment actually takes place before the Gears trilogy, and it features a ton of new multiplayer modes.
Here's a preview.
Graduation is only a few days away, and the troops of Kilo Squad are salty. They're ready to eat their own guts and ask for seconds. The coalition of ordered governments doesn't want robots, they want killers. They want to build indestructible men, men without fear. And that is just about the only quote from Full Metal Jacket that isn't so loaded with profanity we can't air it. Gears of War Judgment seems worthy of such a heavy intro. The game is shaping up beautifully, as you can see from this brand new footage. You're looking at our most anticipated feature, Overrun Mode. Basically, this time you'll get to play as the bad guys in competitive play. It's sort of like a combination of Horde Mode and Beast Mode. Overrun allows you to play as Locust scum like the Corpser, but in a true 5-on-5 fight to the death. So far, it looks like it's gonna be a blast. We've spent the last year practicing our Cantus healing skills. There's another new mode that we're excited about, and it's called Free For All. It's the first time in the series that the competition is basically every man for himself. It definitely makes the action more chaotic and fast-paced, but hopefully in a good way. The new maps also look pretty spiffy, with plenty of nooks and crannies to explore.
We're not done yet!
Like so many forquels, this is technically a prequel to the series. Instead of following Marcus Phoenix and Zombie Dominic, you play as the members of Kilo Squad right after Emergence Day. Which is fine, because this guy has much cooler hair.
Does that sound about right to you, Lieutenant Baird?
Remember, tonight you pukes will sleep with your rifles. Hey, I guess that's another Full Metal Jacket quote I can say on TV. If you pre-order the game, you'll get an exclusive weapon, the classic Hammer Burst. It's an assault rifle that, we have to admit, looks pretty enjoyable. Unfortunately, you won't find Gears of War Judgment under your Christmas tree, because it's not out until March 19th of next year. Now, who's your squad leader, scumbag?
If you're looking to meet that special someone, I would not advise blind dates. They never work out, especially if you end up with someone who's more interested in acquiring souls rather than your heart. I learned that lesson in this X-Play Classic. So, I've never been on a blind date before.
Take this!
Oh, thanks.
What can I get you to?
You know, I'll just have a salad.
That's all? I'm disappointed.
Oh, well, I had a late lunch.
And for the pirate?
I will feast on your soul.
So, what do you think about the election?
Pray while you can.
There you go. Anything else?
Your soul makes a poor meal.
Keep the check handy.
Come with me to hell. Offer your soul to me.
What is it with you and souls?
Come on, show me.
Boy, Look at the time.
Taste my pain!
No, thanks. I'm done. You can finish it.
Shut up!
Look, the pirate thing, it's kind of working for you, but those dead, soulless eyes of yours one day will make some other lady very, very happy. But you and me, I don't think we're gonna work out. Bye-bye.
Familiar cries. Now, come back to me!
Word for word, Morgan and I's breakfast this morning. Word for word. So eerie. Coming up, we'll get some FaceTime with Cliff Bleszinski and see if his platforming is as good as his lancering and his looks in the X-Play challenge. He's off camera, creeped out right now because I said that. Plus, we're going to run out the clock with 2 classics from the vault, so stay with us.
This portion of X-Play is fueled by Mountain Dew. Gaming is better with Mountain Dew, so unlock and load double XP with Halo 4. Just get your hands on some Mountain Dew, find the code, and go to dewxp.com. Enter the code and dominate Halo 4 multiplayer. Unlock and load with double XP from Mountain Dew, Halo 4 double XP, and a chance to win other prizes at dewxp.com.
G4 now presents the following public service announcement, paid for by the American Association for the Undead.
Hi, my name is David Nyman, and I work here at Accounts Payable, where I'm a senior associate.
Great work.
I've been dead for 19 or 20 years, maybe 18 years. I was actually trampled at a Wham concert. I've got the album here. Love those guys even after death. After my incident, they let me come back to work, which I was really happy about because it's tough for, someone like me to find work. The thing I want people to know is that I'm a regular, normal guy who happens to be dead. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. Popular misconceptions. Eating brains. Everyone thinks it's all about brains, but it's not just about brains. I like corn. I like smoothies.
It's gonna look really good on you.
Oh, Jesus! I want to be treated with dignity and with respect, just like anybody would. Is there a piece of my face falling off? Gross. Dignity and respect that's what I want.
Zombies. They're people too. Dead people.
Hey, Bob.
Well, all right.
The more you know.
Yes.
I don't know if you've heard, but a pillar of the video game community recently stunned the industry by announcing that they were going away.
And it's not us.
Nope.
Right?
Nobody was stunned.
You guys get it? It was actually former design director at Epic Games, Cliff Bleszinski. And when he wasn't making games, Cliff would actually come by the offices for stuff like this.
I can't believe we made it out of there alive.
Explain to me again why the X-Play Deep Storage has death traps.
Bleszinski.
Again, Morgan and Adam, we see there's nothing you possess that I cannot take away.
Damn it, again! Joining us now is the man himself, the unemployed Cliff Bleszinski.
We have to ask you, are you currently collecting unemployment? What's it like
I
for
was
you?
thinking about filing as kind of a grand experiment, but it probably wouldn't go over very well.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
So how long have you been gone from Epic now?
God, it's been since like mid-October. Yeah, and I had like 3 or 4 weeks of being the guy in Office Space where I had the bathrobe on and like sleeping 12 hours a night and just like doing absolutely nothing. And I started to get a little bit bored. And then my phone started ringing a lot. And I just started meeting with a lot of people. Honestly, just meeting with developers, meeting with publishers, just to see what could possibly happen, of which I can tell you nothing right now.
Yeah, but I can tell you from your Twitter feed was basically like all of my bucket lists in the last 2 months. Like, oh, Cliff's doing something I'll never do in my life. That's cool. So happy for him.
Well, my favorite moment was when I went to Paris to visit Ubisoft and, of course, to go to the Louvre and be in Paris because it's friggin' Paris.
Yes.
And a mysterious box shows up at the hotel, and it's a cell phone from Ubisoft that I didn't solicit, that just had one phone number on it. I felt like Liam Neeson in Taken.
That is the best.
Yeah, so I called the phone number and I just talked to them, and we wound up meeting up, and it was cool, but it was like this kind of covert ops moment that was really amazing.
Oh my God.
I like it.
I hope that somebody recruits me in that manner.
Oh, with that hair, I think they will.
Thank you very much.
It's very smooth.
I'm supposed to be... Guys, okay. Let's talk a little bit about your time at Epic. Is there something that really stands out as something that you're the most proud of?
Well, the thing is I don't really want just the whole chainsaw gun to be my legacy, you know?
I mean, it's pretty cool, though.
It was cool, you know, like, whenever somebody puts, like, the number of, like, top 50 weapons in video games, there's, like, the Halo sword, there's, like, the Lancer, like, it's there with everything else, the Doom BFG, and that's really flattering, but a lot of these kids who, you know, they only have been playing games for the last however many years, they think that's the only thing I ever did. They forget about Jazz Jackrabbit, Unreal Tournament, that I worked on things like Bulletstorm, a little bit of Shadow Complex and things like that. Moving forward, you know, I would hope to work on something new and fresh and kind of redefine my legacy, you know? Like, you know, Steven Spielberg didn't want to be known for just E.T., right? So he made a lot of different kinds of things.
People forget you were at Epic for a very, very long time, and I assume that part of the reason, if not most of the reason you left, was because you just want to do other things.
I'd been working with them since I was 17 years old. It's time for a fresh start.
Right.
You know, and I'll start a new studio maybe at some point. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and with who.
So I have kind of a conceptual question for you about sort of the theory of game design. Do you think that games are getting easier?
I actually do. So one of the things that my wife and I bought was a Superboy. And it's not like a rapper or anything like that. It's one of those kind of like...
It should be.
It really should. It's one of those like self-contained SNESes that you can buy at like Urban Outfitters. It's probably meant to be ironic, but I thought it was really cool. So we're sitting on the plane out here coming out to LA, and I'm playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. And my muscle memory kicked in. I somehow knew how to defeat the first dungeon and all that, and it was cool. But the game is actually challenging, and I think that's the reason why Demon Souls and Dark Souls have actually kind of like become a thing lately. And no offense to the Call of Duty campaign, but you know, my favorite NPC in that game is a guy named Follow. Right? Like, you're never encouraged to go off the beaten path. You just follow a guy with a giant follow icon the entire time, and that's cool for what that is, but I miss the kind of challenge when games would ask something of players.
So moving forward, now that you're not at Epic anymore, you still are, you know, inarguably one of the most famous game developers ever. So moving forward, when you start creating your own things again, is being a celebrity going to affect maybe the risk-taking that you have moving forward, or being in the public eye?
I think you have to be careful with that. I think when you look at Ramiro and when he did Ion Storm, I think it worked against him as much as it worked for him. I think you look at Kurt Schilling and his studio, like, you have to be careful when you have a certain amount of cult of personality. You can use it and leverage it to some extent, but you have to be careful to not believe your own crap, honestly. And surround yourself with people who will question you at the right times. You don't want to surround yourself with a lot of yes men, essentially.
Sure. I mean, no.
Yes.
And when you do make that next step, you are gonna, I mean, we all hope that you actually do start your own studio. For sure, we all hope that. What is gonna be the most important part of game design for you? What will be the foundation of your philosophy at your studio?
Oh, geez. I mean, when you start a studio, you want to have a philosophy for the overall studio as far as kind of like the pillars of what the studio is founded on, and then you also want good game design philosophy. Honestly, I just want to create an environment where people can pan for gold, because, you know, you don't always have the best idea first. You kind of have to trust the process and trust the people in that process, and don't self-doubt. Game developers, game designers are so good at second-guessing and questioning each other, and I just want to pan for gold while also having faith in the process.
Now, if there's a Bizarro World Cliff Bleszinski that didn't actually end up in video games, can you see that person and what he'd be doing now?
Something in film. Honestly, maybe screenwriting, or start with director of photography and eventually maybe directing, because I love video games. I want to make video games, but film is my second love. And, you know, I don't want to get all Kojima on you and have, like, you know, those kinds of visions right there. But I do love movies. Like, it's one of my, you know, things. I just adore them. I think they're an amazing medium.
All right, this is a very important question that will definitely earn your respect. Who's your favorite Transformer?
My favorite Transformer, well, so my first Transformer was Blue Streak, which was later changed to like Silver Streak or something like that, which is the code name of a new IP that I'm gestating on slowly. But of course, it has to actually be Optimus Prime. because
Okay.
he was the leader of the Autobots, and he wasn't the kind of leader who hung back and just gave orders. He would go in and kill Decepticreeps himself with his own iron fists, and that's why I loved him.
So we've got to take a quick break, but stick around, and you guys stick around, because you're going to see Cliff taking on something a lot more stressful and demanding than developing a big budget game. Yeah.
We're going to make him run the X-Play challenge.
Yes.
Find out what happens right after this.
Decepticreeps, that's awesome. You know when you're 9, you're like, Decepticreeps.
X-Play Mobile Must-Haves is presented by LG Optimus G. Here are some must-have apps you can buy with a Google Play gift card. If there's any developer that can do no wrong, it's Rovio. So why stop with Angry Birds when you can also play Bad Piggies? In this offshoot to Rovio's mega franchise, the pigs have become the stars. Using a variety of parts, it's up to you to build the right contraption to get them from point A to B. You can download it now from Google Play. With 2 megabytes of RAM and a 4.7-inch True HD IPS display, one lucky viewer today, Matthew Humphrey, will get to experience these games in all their visual glory with his very own LG Optimus G. Congratulations.
Welcome back to X-Play. Designer and former G4 correspondent Cliff Blazinski talks a big game, but today we're going to see if he can back it up.
Yeah, let's see how he handles the pressure of the X-Play challenge.
Here is how the X-Play challenge works. You have to find a job before Cobra runs out in 18 months.
This is why I'm glad we don't go to the read-throughs, so the jokes are fresh. You actually have to play the original Super Mario Brothers World 1-1 and run the level as fast as you can. No warp pipes and no curb stomping.
We're going to place your time on our leaderboard, and Randy Pitchford's time of 21.1 seconds will probably, it's going to be a little hard to beat, but we'll see. I have faith.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's ready. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, dude. Solid. Cliff, come on over here. Come on over here. That's a pretty strong run. Go over here.
We have 24 seconds even. Puts you
10 ready.
Below.
How did he do it?
I mean, look.
Okay, there we go.
Ted and Randy, you know, make games, but you did better than the guy with a face tattoo.
Oh, fair enough.
So you got that going for you, which is super nice. Big round of applause for Cliff, everyone.
Thank you.
For that run.
Thank you so much for coming by. You can find him on Twitter at @TheRealCliffyB.
Or currently unemployed, traveling around the world. You pick. After the break, an unbelievable find from the X-Play archives.
You probably don't know Cobra and Mongoose, but you should.
Yeah, it's animation gold, and it's coming up right after this.
This portion of X-Play is brought to you by the quad-core powered LG Optimus G. Live without boundaries.
Life is a game. But until there's a manual, there is X-Play. Everyone plays X-Play. Weeknights at 6:30, only on G4.
I'll be coming for you.
Enjoy this power while you have it.
Welcome back. It is no secret that X-Play's a little bit low rent.
Yeah, that's right. We don't really have a health plan. It's more like a staple gun.
Gotten pretty good at it, though.
Yeah.
Our animation department, It's really a guy using paint, not the liquid, the program.
Yeah.
The program.
The free program that
Yes.
comes with old computers. I don't even know how that's possible.
Well, it is, and it happened, and the results were magical.
You're dangerous, Cobra. Give me your wings. You're grounded.
That's right, Captain. I am dangerous.
I'm hit! I'm going down!
Pull up, Mongoose! Pull up!
Ah!
Oh, God! Mongoose! Mongoose!
Cobra, I can't. Ever since Mongoose died, I told myself I couldn't love another flyboy again.
I'm not Mongoose. Susie, look at me. I'm not gonna die on you.
Oh, Cobra. Oh, Cobra. I was wrong about you, Cobra. You saved the day and the world.
Thanks, Captain.
Cobra, I'm pregnant.
Sorry, baby. I'm in love with the sky. I feel the need, Captain.
The need for speed.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind I knocked up Susie.
It's cool.
Next week on X-Play, we'll have the latest on BioShock Infinite, Dead Space 3, and Grand Theft Auto 5. These are 2013's big ones. Plus, the game before the game. We'll eat some wings and tell you who's winning the first ever Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. And we've got one more batch of X-Play classics. Catch 'em while you still can.
What South Park would have been if Trey and Matt were horny 12-year-olds with money. That's our second to last show. You need to watch, or the last one won't make sense.
Thanks for watching. Today, we're going to celebrate 25 years of Street Fighter, and we're going to get some FaceTime with actor Thomas Jane.
Love the Punisher, Thomas, because he's watching right now, waiting for that interview. Plus, new Transformers Fall of Cybertron, and the top 5 things you need to know about this month in the world of games. X-Play starts right now. And I'm Blair Herter. This is the P90X of video game shows. You're probably going to throw up while you make it, but your back's going to be huge, right? Look at that. It's because I'm wearing dark clothes. It's bigger.
All right, coming up on today's show, we're going to get some FaceTime with Thomas Jane, star of Hung, and the Punisher, who's jumping into the gaming world.
2 different projects right there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then we're going to break down everything happening in August in a new segment we call This Month in Games.
Plus, we're going to recommend 3 games that will turn your girlfriend into a gamer in no time. And later, a preview of Transformers Fall of Cybertron multiplayer. It's got Horde mode.
But first, it is time to kick someone in the face. Come here.
Nope. 25 years ago, Capcom released the original Street Fighter to arcades.
The game featured a few familiar faces, and it was the start of one of the most successful franchises around.
A quarter of a century ago, in 1987, a little noticed but very important arcade game called Street Fighter quietly appeared in arcades around the U.S.
I might have been probably 6 months old at the time. And I was just pounding buttons. I didn't know what I was doing, but I had a lot of fun with that. So that was my oldest memory of Street Fighter.
A lot of buttons at the time. You know, it was one of those that every other game had maybe 1 or 2 buttons, but this one had 6.
The original game only let you play as Ryu or Ken, and was primarily a single-player game. Fireballs and dragon punches were super damaging, and 2 or 3 good hits could spell doom for your opponent. 4 years later, in 1991, Capcom released a slightly more popular follow-up known as Street Fighter II: The World Warrior.
Street Fighter 2 was just everywhere. When you would go to the arcade, you would see not 1 or 2, but probably 10. You know, it was phenomenal.
Fighting game fans who weren't around back in the arcade days may be surprised to know that a major element of fighters began as an unintentional glitch in Street Fighter II, the combo.
People started to do sequence of attacks, like jumping over a fireball, you hit roundhouse, and you hit another roundhouse, and people thought, hey, I can't block that second hit. What's going on? You know, what is that? Is that a glitch that's cheap or what? And there's no combo counters.
A game this full of tricks and secrets naturally led to rumors and legends in every arcade.
There was no internet, so these older kids, they would tell you things, these older kids at the arcade, and they would tell you things like, you can throw Chun-Li's bracelets, there's a special move, and they've totally seen somebody do it at this other arcade, and you sit there and you spend 7,000 hours of your life and $20 million trying to do it, and you never do it, because you know why? Because it's impossible. And that's why when somebody tells me something to this day, I'm like, shut the f up, you're lying. Because people lie. People lie.
Today's Street Fighter is bigger than ever, with major tournaments like EVO drawing thousands of players and spectators to see the best of the best go head-to-head, just like they did all those years ago.
You might not be a Street Fighter fan, but if you're a fighting game fan in general, Street Fighter is probably the one that got you to play.
Everybody that played games, everybody that's been in an arcade knows what Street Fighter is. So that's why 25 years later, it's paying homage to where we all kind of grew up and where we all came from.
You might know Thomas Jane from movies like The Punisher, The Mist, or Oscar-nominated, in my mind, Deep Blue Sea. But what you probably don't know is that the actor is also writing comic books, he's working on video games, and making insane Punisher fan films.
All you gotta do is say yes! You got a choice! Out my way! Or this way! Come on now, kid! You say yes, all you gotta do is say yes. We got a motherfucking problem up in here!
Please welcome actor, writer, and Jack Daniels samurai Thomas Jane to the show, everybody. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you very much for being here. People want more of The Punisher. How did that clip come about?
Well, that was fun. I mean, in San Diego, we debuted it. We had about 250 people show up, and I had a couple of booth babes pass out these little cards that said surprise unveiling of a new Punisher skull by Tim Bradstreet. And so, yeah, that was a hell of an unveiling.
Yeah, I mean, Comic-Con is really the place to go for that sort of thing, which is why you and Bradstreet said, hey, if we're going to make a big announcement about something, it should probably be here. And that's where this very terrifying, gonna have to work through it with my therapist concoction in front of me came to be. So you guys made a really big announcement at Comic-Con involving this. What is it?
This is my little pal.
Okay, that's terrifying, yeah.
That I've put together. Actually, Bernie Wrightson's son, John Wrightson, put this together for me.
Okay.
It's an alien death spider. 12 legs, 4 mouths. So these are the creatures. These are the creatures that star in our video game or our comic book, Bad Planet. That Tim and I unveiled that we're doing a video game on Kickstarter. Of our comic, and it's got some really interesting gameplay because you've got this guy, who's an indestructible convict. He's broken out of an intergalactic prison to come down to Earth because the Earth has been invaded by these 12-legged, dog-sized, 4-mouthed death spiders.
Right.
Yeah.
So prisoners are going to be the only ones to incentivize to actually save the Earth. Because as a normal citizen who's not in prison, I'm running away from that.
Food, yeah.
I don't care about you. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, you're food. These guys, all they know how to do is the bad word that I can't. Can I say that on TV?
We can afford like 2 bleeps, and I haven't cursed at all this show. So go ahead and say whatever you want to say.
All these guys do is eat.
We can afford that. I think we can bleep that out. We'll be fine.
So this guy comes down, and we've got unique gameplay because he hooks up with this little boy who's he's from Africa, and he's kind of like a computer whiz, but he lives in this poor African village, so he's built this home-built computer. So he's kind of the brains, and this guy's the brawn. He's got to keep Anand, the little boy, safe. So you play both characters.
See, what's really interesting about this is I read that this was all born kind of from a terrifying nightmare you had.
Yeah, it was.
What did you drink before you went to bed?
Right.
And where can I get some? Because what was the story behind this?
Well, I had been in an automobile accident. And I'd gone to the doc who'd given me some Vicodin, and I started having these horrible nightmares, these visions, and they, of course, included this guy.
You're doing something really cool. You're doing it on Kickstarter, which is a phenomenal way to fund projects. You actually get to control this along with the fans, which is a great way to do things.
What's great is we came up with this thing where, for a little bit of money, you can join our forum, and you can watch us, Tim and everybody, myself will be there and we'll interact with you, but you get to give us ideas about what you'd like to see in the gameplay. So we'll take suggestions from people who like what your favorite thing you've always wanted to see in a third-person action game.
Right.
And so that's a fun little thing that we've got for, you know, we've tried to make the prizes really
pretty
fun
cool
and exciting. And
so for the big spenders out there, though, for 10 grand, you get something pretty special.
For 10 grand, you can have dinner with Tim Bradstreet and me.
And you at the end. I'm not gonna lie, if I give you 10 grand, I want you at that dinner as well.
Yeah, and if somebody comes in for the whole 500 grand, then you get date night with Thomas Jane.
Oh,
but you have to be a girl. This is for women only. and I'll dress up as your favorite character.
I'm gonna go to a bank right now and then buy a bunch of Jack Daniels, and I'll call you later. We can make this happen. All right, man. Well, you're gonna hang out. We got a little more time with you right after this commercial break, so I want to get into some other cool stuff that you're doing as well.
Great.
Cool, man. We'll be right back after the break. Also on the way, a multiplayer preview of Transformers: Fall of Cybertron. What you need to check out this month in games, and 3 titles that'll get your girlfriend into gaming. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Joining us once again, actor, writer, and scary-ass Spider Master, Thomas Jane, is with us on the show. All right. Thomas, I got to ask you an acting question.
Right.
This is a perfect game to be made into a movie. The convict looks like he's going to wear a lot of makeup. Would you wear that makeup?
No, no, no. You get the master of disguise, the guy who's been in every movie, and he's always transformed himself into somebody incredible. Hellboy, you get Ron Perlman.
That's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, Perlman and I are going to voice this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you told anybody that?
No, I haven't even told Ron yet.
All right, that's good to know. That's an exclusive not only on television, but in Ron Perlman's life as well, which is pretty awesome.
But we are going to do it. I actually have spoken to him about it, and we will, you know, yeah, man. I mean, there's only one guy in the world that could play the convict, you know, so of course, Ron. And if we ever do make a movie, Ron's going to hate me for life because, you know, the Hellboy makeup was about 6 hours, I think. This will be 8.
Easy. You're just going to tack on 2 to be a dick. You're like, yeah, we'll just add a couple more to Hellboy. So before we leave, I just wanted to say, first of all, people can see The Punisher short, Dirty Laundry, on YouTube. I watched it like 50 times. Actually, I'll probably watch it at my house like every day from here on out, so just come on by. And you can, of course, check out Bad Planet on Kickstarter as well. Before we go, though, I did want to get you into something that we just recently started doing. We're doing an X-Play challenge where we have all our guests come on and play an old school game.
Wow.
Good news, you're the first person to do it, so you're going to be champion for at least a week.
So I'm the only person that's agreed to embarrass myself, in other words.
I mean, that is one way of looking at it, yes.
Okay.
All right, so here's how it works. You're going to play the original Super Mario Brothers World 1-1. You're going to run the level as fast as you can. We're going to place your time up on our flagpole over there on the leaderboard. Fortunately for you, the only person who's done this so far, so you're going to be first place. So congratulations on that. So when you're ready, start the run, and then I will give you your time.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead.
Let's go. Ready and go. Got it. That's right. I'm coming for you. That's right. Come on, get over.
You're already doing better than me. I turtled a little bit. Oh, God. Oh, Tom Jane's messing with us right now. Oh, man. You're killing it right now, man. Oh. How did that happen? Dude. Bravo, sir. 39.7 seconds over here to the leaderboard.
Congratulations.
39.7 seconds.
That is a time deserving of the top spot
Thank
right
you.
there.
And a kiss.
Big round of applause for Thomas Jane for being the one and only leader on our leaderboard. Also, thank you so much for being here, sir, as well.
Thanks, Cal.
Remember, keep an eye out for Bad Planet on Kickstarter and everything else this guy is doing. Thank you so much.
Great.
That's all I got.
If the special lady in your life has taken an interest in games, she's going to eventually ask you for some recommendations. And that's when things get a little tricky, because you can't just throw a newbie into Halo Reach. Here are 3 titles that are guaranteed to have her coming back for more.
If there's anything that'll throw off a good thing, it's a distaste for your significant other's hobbies. But for those cutesy couples who just have to spend all their time with each other, we've got Gateway Games, a guide to easing people into the shallow end of this deep and wide pool we call gaming. Try out Minecraft, a simple sandbox game that's all about building. You create structures during the day and hide from enemies at night. Already a uber hit on the PC, it became even more user-friendly when it was ported over to the Xbox 360 earlier this year, and split screen was added. Rather than refusing to go out dancing on a Friday night, compromise and get yourself a copy of Dance Central 2. This Kinect-enabled 360 game brings all the action of a night out at the club. There's Perform It, a collaborative dance jam. Or for those looking to engage their partner's inner Sasha Fierce, call up Dance Jam and face off against each other. Finally, for those seeking the perfect combination of adorable and adventuring, pick up any installment of the LEGO series. These games play like your childhood and got the remake rights to every great franchise of the last 20 years. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Batman, and Harry Potter all get the treatment in these great, funny, hour-eating games. Whether it's the tight platforming or the silent reenactments of famous scenes, the LEGO games are a great bet for anybody diving into gaming for the first time. But finally, what it all comes down to is maybe just go ahead and date a gamer and save yourself some time.
Coming up, we will break down everything you need to check out in August in our new segment, This Month in Games. Plus, the rare game that's actually coming out earlier than expected. Transformers: Fall of Cybertron. More X-Play right after this.
This portion of X-Play is brought to you by Rent-A-Center. With worry-free pricing, there's never a long-term commitment.
Now bring it.
Welcome back. It is the 1st of August,
Yes.
and there's a ton of stuff going on in the gaming world this month.
Yeah, we've got conventions, big releases, and of course, turducken.
Yum.
So it's time for our new segment, This Month in Games.
First up, QuakeCon. This annual id Love Fest starts up August 2nd in Dallas, Texas with tournaments, a massive LAN party, panels, and id co-founder John Carmack's famous keynote address. It's also a chance for fans to get their hands on upcoming Bethesda titles.
I'm also actually going to be there this weekend. Pretty cool. We're going to be doing a whole weekend shooting interviews about Doom 3, BFG, and Dishonored. Super honored to be asked to host a panel called The Game of Making Games. And then I'm going to actually try to make a trip to Austin to the Salt Lick, and I'm going to try to eat 7 pounds of barbecue all in one meal. Those are my my plans for QuakeCon this year. See if I make it through.
You're gonna smell awesome when you come back.
I'm gonna be disgusting.
Okay, well, so Gamescom is the world's largest video game trade show, and starting August 15th in Cologne, Germany, over 250,000 gamers will get to check out the latest from Activision, Blizzard, EA, Ubisoft, Konami, and more.
It's interesting that it's in Cologne because it needs it.
It sure does.
Yes, it does. And I mean, it's actually one of our favorite conventions because I think Tokyo Game Show is really all about more of the international press, and then we have E3 here. So Cologne and Gamescom is actually where companies are really starting to make some big announcements. So we can expect to see some big things from there. If it's anything, in fact, like last year, there should be some huge game reveals when it starts up, and I think that's just in a few weeks, which is cool.
August 19th is a big, some might say extra large day for Nintendo.
Yes.
Not only are they launching their super-sized 3DS on the 19th, they're releasing new Super Mario Bros. 2.
Which I cannot wait for. It's going to be awesome. I mean, if you think about what Nintendo last year, they didn't have that great of a year compared to the other years. They just announced a first quarter loss. So they're really looking to kind of bring back some of the traditional handheld gaming market that they may have lost because of iOS games and Android games and things like that. So this is a really, really big thing for them. And then, of course, when all else fails, just make a new Mario game and things will be fine.
People never seem to get bored of it.
No.
NFL fans need to circle August 28th because that's the day Madden 13 drops, and a lot of Detroit Lions fans get really, really nervous.
It's true, because cover athlete Calvin Megatron Johnson says he's not actually worried about the Madden curse.
Yeah, right.
But then neither was pretty much every other dude that's ever been on the cover except for Drew Brees. You don't get hurt. and we love you, and that's why we're paying you a lot. Anyway, didn't work out for other people, but we'll see what happens.
Well, curse or not, EA's perennial Pro Bowl series is hoping to reinvigorate declining sales with their latest Tebowing Enhanced Edition.
Can you Tebow in that dress?
No.
Okay. All right, and then Thursday, August 30th, it's more than just the start of PAX Prime, which we're very excited about. It's actually also the start of the NCAA football season.
And now with the ESPN app on your 360 and an internet provider that is affiliated with ESPN3, you can watch more than 400 college football games this season on your Xbox.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching LSU's regular season. They play really well, and then just completely destroy my feelings in the playoffs. It's going to be fun. Starting on August 30th, you can turn on your console and watch all of the games that you'll have a hard time finding anywhere else, like UMass versus UConn. Don't worry, though, the matchups are going to get better later on in the year.
All right, guys, after the break, we're going to preview another big title coming out in August.
Yeah, this one stars the robots in disguise. What could it be?
What? You should make the transforming sound.
Nope, not going to do it. Welcome back to the show. This summer, there isn't a Michael Bay Transformers movie in theaters, and for that, we are celebrating. Even better than that, though, we're about to get our hands on the new Transformers Fall of Cybertron game. There's big action, there's new multiplayer modes, and there's Dinobots.
While the storylines in High Moon's Cybertron games are good, it's the multiplayer modes that replicated my favorite Transformer memories of smashing Starscream and Bumblebee into each other in my backyard going pew 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 until I ran out of Sugar Rush and had to go inside for more pixie sticks. Because Fall of Cybertron is set on the Transformers' home planet, developer High Moon had carte blanche in designing huge, crazy levels in which to set the ever-growing Decepticon Autobot war. The design studio promises 10 different levels in the initial release, which includes a level built around acid baths and a Bespin-like orbital cloud city. Another dream come true from my backyard games of yesterday is the ability to design your own Transformer for multiple matchups. Choose from 4 classes, design looks and themes for them, select weapons, and even choose what they transform into. Did you know the main difference between an Autobot and a Decepticon is the paint job? Multiplayer promises the same metal-on-metal clash-ups as previous games, and the popular Horde-like co-op escalation returns so that you and up to 3 of your friends can fight back-to-back against the oncoming invaders. So mix up your Kool-Aid and strap on your Keds light-ups, because Transformers Fall of Cybertron pew-pew-pews its way onto the PS3, Xbox 360, and PC come August 21st.
Next week, we'll be at QuakeCon with the latest on Dishonored and Doom 3 BFG Edition. Plus, we'll celebrate 20 years of bloody fatalities and Mortal Kombat. Then we'll reveal 3 new exclusive trailers for Borderlands 2. Don't miss it.
Plus, we're going to try out the Google Nexus 7 tablet that Morgan is very excited about. Look at that smile. That's genuine.
I love gadgets.
I never see that smile.
It's true.
Thank you for watching.